Namaskara. Goa. Goa, known as the Pearl of the Orient, is also a treasure trove of places and structures that showcase a unique facade of this party destination. Take for instance the case of historical temples in Goa. Temples are not something you would normally associate with Goa, but believe it or not, the place has some of the most wonderful temples that are worth a visit any day. That's not all. Here you also come across temples featuring a combination of Portuguese, European, and Jain architectural styles. Let's take a look at some of them. We have come to Mangeshi Temple in Priol near Ponda, and this Sri Mangeshi Temple, with a history of more than 450 years, is one of the largest and most visited shrines in this land of sea and sun. It is dedicated to Lord Mangesh, an incarnation of Lord Shiva, who is worshipped as a linga here. The temple architecture is an enticing sight of balustrades, domes, and columns. A magnificent water tank is part of the temple complex. At the entrance, you will come across a 7-story octagonal Deepasthamba or lamp tower. Constructed in Goan Temple architectural style, this majestic tower becomes a sight to behold when lit with oil lamps during festive nights, we were told. Actually, this Mangeshi Temple had its origins in Kshatriya, Kortalim, a village in Marmagova, which fell to the invading Portuguese in 1543. In the year 1560, when the Portuguese started Christian conversions in Marmagova Taluka, the Saraswats of Kaundinya Gotra and Vatsa Gotra moved the Mangeshi Linga from the original site at the Kshatriya or Kortalim on the banks of river Aghanashini to its present location at Mangeshi in Priol village of Atrunja Taluka, which was then ruled by the Hindu kings of the Sonde of Antruz Mahal, Ponda, to be more secure. Since the time of the shifting, the temple has been rebuilt and renovated twice during the reign of the Marathas and again in the year 1890. The final renovation occurred in the year 1973 when a golden kalasha was fitted atop the tallest dome of the temple. The original site was a very simple structure, and the current structure was only built under Maratha rule some 150 years after it had been moved. The Peshwas donated the village of Mangeshi to the temple in 1739 on the suggestion of their Sardar Sri Ramchandra Malhar Sukhantkar, who was a staunch follower of Sri Mangesh. Just a few years after it was built, this area too fell into the Portuguese hands in 1763. But by now, the Portuguese had lost their initial religious zeal and had been repeatedly defeated by the Marathas and had become quite tolerant of other religions, and so the structure remained untouched. If you visit this Mangeshi temple on a Monday evening, you will be able to witness the weekly procession of Lord Mangesh in a palanquin. It takes place before the evening Aarti. Interestingly, you are not likely to come across any other temple dedicated to Lord Mangesh in any other part of India. So don't miss out on visiting this Mangeshi temple on your trip to Goa. After visiting Mangeshi temple, we then went to Mahalsa Narani Temple. Mahalsa Narani Temple has a place in the list of unique temples in India. The temple is dedicated to Mahalsa or Mohini, the female incarnation of Lord Vishnu. It is rare to come across a temple in India where Vishnu is worshipped in both the male and the female form. The history of the temple can be traced back to the 17th century. An interesting feature of the temple is the beautiful brass oil lamp that is 12.5 meters in height and is believed to be among the largest in the world. This lamp is lit on all the major festivals celebrated in the temple, offering a pleasing sight to visitors. A huge brass bell is also present in the temple. It doesn't have a ringer though. In earlier days, the ringer used to be attached to the bell only when someone wanted to testify. According to the prevalent legend, anyone who lies while the bell is being rung is punished with death within 3 days by the presiding deity of the temple. This Mahalsa temple is located in Mardol of Ponda Taluka in Goa. Worth visiting this temple in Goa. After visiting Mahalsa temple, we went to Shantathad temple. The famous Shantathad temple in Goa also traces its origins to more than 450 years back. Goddess Durga is worshipped as a mediator between Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva at this temple, and hence the name Shanta Durga or Peaceful Durga. The image of the deity depicts her as holding two serpents, one in each hand. It is believed that the serpents represent Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. Built in the Indo-Portuguese architectural style, the temple structure features a pyramidal shikhara and Roman arched windows that are seldom seen in Goa's temples. The huge 5-story Deepastambha or lamp tower and the big lake are additional attractions here in Shantathad temple. On festive occasions, the goddess is carried out in a procession in a golden palanquin. The original temple at Keloshi in Salcete was destroyed by the Portuguese in 1566. The goddess was shifted to Kavale and worship was continued there. The site on which the original temple of Shantadurga stood at Keloshi is known as dēvūḻ and it is in the possession of the Sri Shantadurga Sansthān Committee Kavale. The current temple was constructed during the reign of Maratha Empire Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj of Satara during the period from 1713 AD to 1738 AD. Naroram Mantri, originally from Kochara village in the Vengurla Taluka, was a Mantri in Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj and son of Dharmavir Ashtapradhan Mandal at Satara. Due to his efforts, the village of the Kavale was bequeathed to the temple by Srimant Bajirao Peshwa in 1738. The temple reconstruction started around the 1730s. The temple complex is on the slope of the foothills of a mountain chain surrounded by lush vegetation. There is a main temple and 3 smaller temples of other deities which have been built on 3 sides of the temple. The temple consists of a collection of pyramidal roofs with a dome. Many renovations have been completed over the years to the main temple and the temples of the other deities as well. This temple is built in Saraswat architectural style. Its pyramidal shaped shikharas rising on the roofs of the facade and the Sabha Mandapa, its Roman arched windows, some of which have the stained glass windows, panes of deep red, yellow, blue, green colors, its chandeliers, its gate posts, balustrated flat dome, and the maroon peach white color paint of the temple gives the temple a serene, beautiful look. In Goa, Shantathad Temple is a must visit in Kamale village near Ponda. We also visited Sri Mahalakshmi Temple in Panaji. One of the capital city's most discerning assets is the Mahalakshmi Temple. Built in 1918, this traditional place of worship features colorful statues of the goddess of wealth. Located on the Dada Vaidya Road, the Mahalakshmi deity is the chief object of veneration for all Panjimites. Next, we visited Sri Mahalsa Narani Devalaya at Verna. If any place can rightly claim to be the first place where the beloved goddess Sri Mahalsa Narayani came to Goa, then it is Varenyapura, now known as Varna, in the southern part of the scenic coastal state of Goa. For centuries, there existed a temple dedicated to the goddess, the female form of Lord Vishnu, also known as Mohini, until it was razed to the ground by the Portuguese invaders in the year 1567 AD. The temple of goddess Mahalsa had been on the plateau of Varna village in Salsit Taluka from ancient times, long before the advent of the Portuguese rule in this part of Goa. ಅಕ್ಕ ಕೇಳವ್ವ ನಾನೊಂದ ಕನಸ ಕಂಡೆ ಅಕ್ಕ ಕೇಳವ್ವ ನಾನೊಂದ ಕನಸ ಕಂಡೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಅಡಕಿ ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಅಡಕಿ ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಅಡಕಿ ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಕಂಡೆ ನವ್ವ ಅಕ್ಕ ಕೇಳುವ ನಾನೊಂದ ಕನಸ ಕಂಡೆ ನಾನು